What's going on, everybody? Justin here. The Winds of Change is the channel name. Thank you for stopping by. Today, we're going to go do some retail arbitrage. What is that? That's where you buy something from a retail store for one price and you resell it online or in another market for a higher price. That's the arbitrage portion of it. You're playing the market. You're finding something in one place and you're selling it in another place where it has a higher value. So I do that primarily on Amazon FBA. Meaning that I buy items, I ship them into Amazon warehouse. So I may have 50, 60 items, ship them in at once to Amazon. They'll take care of storing them, customer service, packing them for shipping and returns and all that kind of stuff. And I've been making money at it for the past 10 years plus. So it's a good way to make extra income or full-time income, depending on how much time and work you want to put into it. We're going to go to TJ Maxx. I like TJ Maxx. We're going to go to TJ Maxx here first and see what we can find as we go through the store. If I find something good, I'll let you know about it. If I find something that's sort of meh, I'll let you know about it. And if I find things that are bad, I'll maybe put that up there and let you know why I think that it's bad. So, yeah. TJ Maxx, here we go. Let's see what we can find. Okay, so first place I always check in every single TJ Maxx I go to is their health and beauty. So we'll check out their little clearance aisle. You gotta be careful in clearance aisles though with health and beauty because sometimes they could be opened or expired or something like that. You wanna make sure you're checking for that. And then we'll just check these end caps here, soap and makeup and those kind of things. Now this, I already know right off the bat. This Scottish Fine soap, I actually use this personally, and it's really nice, like body butter. But used to sell for quite a bit. Used to be able to pick it up for $5 and sell it for $25. Right now, unfortunately, they're like $11 or $12. So you buy it for $5, you'd maybe make $1 on it. So it's not really worth it to me. But we're gonna look around here at some of this other stuff, and I'll let you know. I'll post it up here if we find anything good. Hopefully we do. So here's some of the Scottish Fine Soap's almond body butter. It's on clearance for $4, and we can actually double our money. So we would be getting 8 max, so we'd be making $4 off of it. But it's got a 400,000 seller rank, which is pretty high. And even Keepa, it's only sold one like recently, and so it's not a very good seller, so I'm going to leave it there because that's just too high of a seller rank for me to have and let it sit. Okay, here's some good clearance finds here. This is a Shiseido, or Shiseido, I say that. $10 on clearance, and if we open these up here, they're new still, right? So you can check. They've got this right there that's not broken. So they look good. They're $10. They sell for $25. 120,000 something seller rank. Gonna make like $6 on them. So we're gonna go ahead and take those. There's a couple here. I'm not sure if they're all the same thing or not, but we just want to make sure that all of them are in new condition. We want to make sure that like the seal's not busted on any of them or anything like that. So some people will say that this brand has IP complaints, which is literally what everybody says about every single brand out there. So it just depends, right? Well, we're gonna go ahead and pick them up and keep moving here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So these here, these botanical soap bars, I actually use this. I got them at Costco. I really like them. They were $10. They're $8 now. Unfortunately, I bought a bunch of them, and I was gonna make like $6 or $7, but the price absolutely tanked. And so now, like, I have like 30 of these at the warehouse, which is like $300 worth, and they're not selling. So I'm gonna hold off on those. All right, some more good stuff here. This Ollie cream cleanser. $5 here, selling for like 14 or 15 online. Super low seller rate. We're gonna make about $4 or $5 off of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up 2 and you can see it's still got the silver cap on there, so it has not been opened. And if you look on these, they've got their expiration dates like printed up in here somewhere. Sometimes they're like coded though, like I don't know what is this, like 9/20 like 2026, or I'm not sure, but you want to make sure that they're not expired. If that's even what that is, that might be like a lot number or something. So but make sure when you look at topicals you check for expirations. Not all of them have expirations, right? Like some of them don't, but you want to make sure if it has an expiration that you're putting the right one on there. You don't want to sell something that's expired to somebody. No way. Here's some more of the Shiseido that we just picked up, but this is $19.99. So I'm guessing a lot of times when that happens, these have probably just been in the store longer, and then they're just trying to offload these so that they make room for the new ones there. A lot of times, even with clearance items, you'll see some things are on clearance for 15, some are clearance for 10. It's the same item. It just depends on when they got those items in the store. Checking out the makeup, not too much here. I picked up a lot of Clinique recently that I was able to sell. Unfortunately, none of these colors or types here are worth anything. The Smashbox, it's 18 here, sells for 30 something online, but by the time fees are gone, you spend 18 to make $2, and that's not really worth it. There's nothing really over here either that I saw. Now, every once in a while you'll get lucky and you'll find some Crocs that are on sale, or they're a different kind that they sell for cheaper than their normal Crocs. Their normal Crocs, they used to sell them for 20 and you could sell them for like 40 or 50 all day long. Now they sell them for like 40, so you're not going to make any money on them like that. But it looks like they're getting some different stuff in, like some Nike sandals and that kind of stuff. So always check the shoes and the socks. Typically TJ Maxx doesn't have any men's shoes until around Christmas time. They do have men's sandals though, and they have women's sandals, so always check the sandals out. I never actually really check out the, I guess, like actual shoes, because they're out of their boxes and I don't want to sell them like that on Amazon. Also, just check down the aisle with like spatulas and stuff like that. I didn't really see anything, but I always check that aisle. I also always check the food aisle. Depending on the season, you can have luck with food. I mean, even stuff like this, right? Just scan everything, see what you can find. You'll never know unless you scan it. And you're always gaining knowledge. So get a couple brands that you know to look out for, and then always scan some that you're not sure of too. That way it'll expand your buying base of items that you continually look for. You have to be careful though too, because like this Green Mountain sells for $52, but it's a 72 count. And if you look here, this is a 12 count. So if you just scan the barcode, you're gonna be like, what, $52? But then make sure you actually read the description, because somebody's gonna be really disappointed. Like Amazon will let you list this under the 52 count, and then if you don't read that before, somebody's gonna not be happy they got that for $52. So make sure you're checking that. Another thing I always check out are the gloves. Now none of these are going to make any money. Maybe like $1, so you're spending $7 to make $1. But if y'all have been following me for a while, you know that I've made pretty good cash on them gloves right there. Clearance stuff. You got clearance hats, just different kind of things here. You gotta be careful with the hats. A lot of times I find that Amazon is selling a lot of the hats, especially like the Adidas and stuff like that. It looks like they're starting to get some toys in for Q4 for the holidays, so I'll do a quick walk through here and see if we find anything. I'm not really expecting anything, honestly, so be surprised if I do get something. Typically, I always check the men's underwear, especially Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, Polo, and a few of the videos that I just posted over the past couple weeks of items that I've sold have been Calvin Klein underwear packs. But as you can tell, I mean, there's like nothing here. It's like desolate, so I'm not gonna find anything there. Didn't find anything in the toys either. Do a quick rundown of the clothes. Now, clothing is something that you can do really, really well on if you have the time to go through all the pieces. Because every piece, even if it's the same type, every different size isn't like an individual ASIN. So it just takes time to go through them. But you can definitely make good money on that. All right, so nothing in the clothes. We're gonna go ahead and check out with a few things that we got here. So we just got that Shiseido right there, really, and then a couple of the Olay things down there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 5 on each. So it's about 35 bucks. Not bad. We were only in here for maybe about 35, 40 minutes or so. So can't always hit big home runs, but it's getting the little ones that add up over time that is really what's the staple of any kind of business, really steady stuff. Okay, so quick stop in TJ Maxx. The thing I don't like about TJ Maxx, at least around here, I'm assuming it's everywhere, is that they only take tax exempt from their state, right? So I live in Ohio. All of the Ohio stores take my tax exempt, but Indiana and Kentucky do not. So I ended up having to pay an extra $4. So that doesn't sound like a lot, but I only spent $60, right? So that's like 7%. So you got to think though that one of those items that I bought that I'm going to make $4 or $5 on is like the profit is like nothing, right? Because you have to pay. You could just use that to say I'm paying the taxes out at $4 or $5. So it does lower your profits, but that's just the way that it is. Still worth it. And I've got these items here, and I've got some things at the house that I picked up from Walmart last night. So I'm just building a box, right? A little bit here, a little bit there, building a box. Let's stop at Ollie's real quick. We're gonna do a real quick run through because I'm on a time crunch, but I'm gonna take you all with me and see if we can find anything there, because it's right down the street on the way back to where I'm going. So let's go check that out. Okay, so Ollie's, whenever I'm doing a quick run like this in any store, I run down the aisles that I usually look at, like health and beauty, toys, etc. And I'm looking for like bulk items. Like I want to see like 5, 10, 15, 20 of something. And if I see something I think looks good and there's a bunch of it, that's what I'll scan. And if they don't have anything, then I go. I don't have time to be looking for like little like 1-ofs or 2-ofs or something like that. I just want to see if I can buy anything in bulk. And then if not, then not. And if so, then so. So like I would see something like this, Head and Shoulders, that I've sold before, and you see there's like a ton of them. So this isn't going to make any money, but if it did, that's like an idea of something I would get if I was on a time crunch. So I saw these and I got excited. They were $3.29, selling for $14, would make $5 each, 80,000 seller rank. But I got to looking, there's only one seller, and guess who that seller is? Dead Sea Collection. Dead Sea Collection is the brand, so I'm going to leave that alone for sure. That's an IP claim waiting to happen. Ollie's has literally had the same coffee here for like the better part of a year. These things have been here all year and even last year. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not buying them. They don't make any money, but Ollie's has a ton of them. Toys, they are starting to get some in, filling up more aisles because of the holidays. I've been to a couple Ollies so far the past couple weeks, haven't found anything really worth buying, but it's a good sign that Q4 is here. Yes, for sure. When they start getting these little kiosks out here with toys, I mean, you got toys here, we've got toys down there. You can tell the holidays, they are prepping. You always want to check the deodorant. These aren't really worth anything, but there's several times I've come across deodorant that is, and then when you find it, you get all these, and the profit, even if you're only making $2 or $3 each on them, adds up pretty quick. When you're buying 30 or 40 at a time, they have good seller ranks. Look at this. If y'all can hear me, this is like the loudest aisle in the whole place. Mountain Dew Flaming Hot. Anybody ever tried that? You ever tried the Mountain Dew Flaming Hot? I have not, nor do I think I will. Okay, so Ollie's had zilch, nothing to resell that met my criteria. In that quick search, well, let me rephrase that. They didn't have anything through my quick walkthrough. It doesn't mean if I if I would have dug into some items and scanned more stuff, I would have probably found something. But for the quick run through I didn't see anything that caught my eye. So had a little score at TJ Maxx, not so much at Ollie's, but you don't always get a home win. So I hope that some of y'all gained some knowledge anyway, learned something, just enjoyed coming along for the ride, got your sourcing fix. Maybe you're stuck at home and can't get out, and you're like, hey, I just like watch people looking for stuff. I know that some of y'all are like that because I'm like that sometimes. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're at 1,740 something subs, which is amazing. We just hit over 4,000 watch hours, which is also amazing. So I hope that I'm helping people and, you know, try to just build the community here. So yeah, thanks for watching, and don't be a jerk to people. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. And until next time, I'll catch you all later.